Satch changed the subject and everyone started talking about that machine. I, however, kept my concentration on Gerard. Foolish rookie mistake, Hana. I was holding... Gerard was holding a small figure, same with the girl he was talking to. Were those what they were trading? Alright, let's get into this little bit. Those itty bitty kitties. They're really popular right now. I'm surprised you don't recognize them. They're kitty figures of all different shapes and colors. I have a few myself. You know me, I'm hip to know about these things. They're pretty cute, but kind of like a little girl thing. She shrugged. Whatever. Gerard is known as the completionist around here, and every time a new thing gets popular, he collects every one. I've never seen his collections, but I heard they're really impressive. You have to be a dedicated person to do something like that. The completionist. What was that? Why he was so thorough when giving me a tour? We did complete the whole tour. We might have gotten too much of a tour. IBK. Itty Bitty Kitty is the thing right now, and last year too. I think in first year, there were a lot of people collecting silly slimy snakes, but that got old fast. Teachers didn't like everything getting coated in a little layer of slime. I still have one in our room. I can show you sometime. Jared tapped Maya on the shoulder, and she whirled around, hitting me in the face with her hair. As it goes, I don't know if I want to see Maya's snakes. Maya's little itty snake. Yeah? I wanted to thank you for this morning. Oh, no, it was nothing. Definitely, I mean it. And now that I realize that I sided with Jared, that would put us closer on his route than on PBG's. This is a problem I have. Sometimes I am too nice to certain characters. This keeps happening in a lot of our playthroughs. As Jared and Mai spoke, my eyes went back to Gerard's exchange. The girl pulled a second figure out of her backpack and held both of them up. Gerard inspected it and shook his head. God, Hana, get over it. Like, this is like not a big deal. She's just fascinated. She's like, oh my God, trading is happening. I want to watch the flow of commerce in the cafeteria. And everyone's like, there's like people talking about robots and people directly talking to you, Hana. Like, maybe you should talk to them. Nope, back to the kitties. She pulled another one out, sadly this time, and Gerard's face lit up. He held out his figure and they swapped. How bittersweet, letting go of something you loved to get something you would potentially love more. Just like me with all these boys. Maybe I need to let go of PBG and get something that I'd potentially love more. Like Jared. Nah. What do you think, Hana? My attention was pulled away. I hadn't been listening to the conversation. Caught red-handed. Yes or no? Duh. Interesting. Thanks for the non-committal answer, Mai. Mai gave me a skeptical glance, then turned away. I bowed my head in apology and took one last quick look at the intriguing trade happening. The girl left. Gerard was now talking to a boy with a messy appearance, who made exaggerated hand motions. Looked like he just got out of bed. Was this another trade? Oh my God! We're trading! We're in that business. Alright. Why don't you go talk to him? Like, go say hey. So, official announcement, in case you haven't heard, we're having a competition tomorrow. Just a little casual something to get us ready for the tournament. Yeah! Finally! We've been planning this one since last year's. My attention snapped back to reality. Whoa, there goes gravity happening in front of me. Was this what PBG was talking about yesterday? Hana, Mai, you're invited to come. Either way is fine, but let me know so I can plan. How's the tournament work? It's a little thing, some lighthearted fun to start off the new year, and we're going to kill whoever the loser is. Lighthearted fun, my ass. John almost broke Satch's nose last year. Gerard twisted his ankle. Satch delicately raised a hand to his nose. No. It was an accident. It's not. You forgot the part where he almost passed out from blood loss, Shane. I didn't forget. He looked away. I can never forget. Yeah, I was making a slight little joke about killing the loser. But it sounds like that already happened, so we'll just move on past that. Wonder which normal boots they devoured last year. I don't know about this. I'm not very good at video games. Yeah. Guess you could look back on the archive and figure out who stopped making videos last year. Alright, we're coming. We're gonna do it. It's happening. Awesome, I'll plan for you to be there. Don't worry, Hana, it's actually fun. You probably won't even get hurt. As much as I was afraid of possibly losing a limb, I really did want to go. I was glad Maya was there to force me into it. Without her, I'd be a lonely transfer, probably eating grass by myself at this very moment. Yeah, sounds fun. Great, guys. Thanks for inviting us. Of course, it would be rude to have you sit with us at the lunch and then ban you from our tournament. What kind of monsters do you take us for? We're those kinds of monsters. No one else can come. Plus, it'll be nice to have some new competition. I look forward to winning. The rest of lunch passed by comparatively uneventful. Or, at least, if anything else happened, I didn't notice. I was too busy staring at the food in front of me, joy, horror mixing in my stomach, or, as we call it in the business, jorror. Oh, my stomach full of jorror. There was no way I was going to beat even one of these normal boys. Normal boys? Normal boots boys. I would make a fool of myself in front of my normal boys. But still, I was getting to go. It was a privilege nobody else shared. Just me and these normal boys. Paul looked at me with what seemed like concern, and I smiled at him. He grinned, that sickening grin that he grins, and returned to his food. Sly grin. Least I could do is give it a chance, right? Yeah, where's my normal boy though? Okay, long day, class over, ready to go home. Miss Shizuka still wasn't over her breakup, and Mai complained loudly that she needed a new man so the homework would stop being so killer. Something to do though. What else would I be doing if not homework? Studying for homework, probably. Hana, before we go back to the dorms, there's something in A32 that I want to show you. Come. A32? Isn't that a steak sauce? The normal boy club room? We're not allowed in there. There's no meeting today, so no one's gonna be in there either. Or do you want to show me the closet boy? Show me the closet boy. That's why we need to go now. Mike grabbed my hand and dragged me through the halls. I don't know about this. What if someone sees us? If you act natural, no one will care. There's too many people around. Nobody will be interested in what we're doing. Maya was full of confidence that I wished I shared. I really don't think I'm comfortable with this. Maya stopped at the clubroom door, gently tugging on it. Doing it anyway! They left it unlocked. She pulled me into the clubroom and shut the door behind us. It's in here. The storage closet. Do it. Plain white storage closet. She stopped short of the door, looking expectantly at me. I tugged the knob, expecting it to be locked like all storage closets were. The knob didn't move, confirming my suspicions. Relief swept through me. Well, darn. Looks like it's locked. I guess whatever you have to show me, we'll have to wait until another day, or maybe never. Ever. I know it's locked. That's why I have these. She pulls the whole chain of keys, eyes sparkling. What? You stole Shizuka's keys. Nice. Who gave you those? I'm borrowing them for a little bit. No harm done. She fiddled with the door handle, going through key after key. Why? There should just be one key. There should be one key. Like, just find the one that works. And it should work on, like, all the doors. I'm seriously uncomfortable with this. Someone's bound to find out. They always do. And the lock relented. Whoops. Right click. Don't worry, Hana. I'll protect you. Famous last words. Mai opened the closet and a light shone directly onto its contents. A spotlight beaming like glory filling the room. There they are! There they are! To my utter bewilderment, there sat luminescent golden boots, resting on a velvet pillow encased in a glass box. Eccentric. What are those? I stepped closer to the case and was about to put my hand on the glass, but stopped inches before, knowing that the moment I touched them, our bodies will be filled with the souls of undead gods, old gods, and we will melt like in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then they'd make a little pink Hana puddle, right? Pink puddles. Everyone would get in, open the door, and be like, Hana, 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 Hana. You shouldn't have touched the boots. We shouldn't be here. These, Hana, are the boots. It's the symbol of the Normal Boys Club. This is their club room, after all. I'm telling you, these guys don't mess around. Is it made of gold? Real gold? Real gold. I'd say they're solid gold, only worth 100,000 yen or so. But to really make sure, my fingers wiggled in front of her face. Before I could stop her, she opened the glass and lifted the boots from the velvet pillow they rested on. You done screwed up now, hun. Mai, welcome to Face Melt Town. Population you and a bunch of Nazis. I grabbed the boots from underneath just in case she dropped them. Good thing too, because they were heavy. And if you drop them, they're made of gold. That's gonna dent. The gold was cool and hard to the touch. These boots were definitely not wearable, and anything but normal. Mai bounced them up and down, weighing them with her hands. Her arms flexed as she did so. I suddenly realized why her pats on the back hurt so much. Volleyball made her strong. Strong girls.
Bingo.
Yeah, definitely solid gold. Mimi lied to me. She said they were gold plated. I didn't believe her, so I had to check. So you dragged me along instead of her. This display of wealth made my stomach turn. Where they saw a symbol, I saw months of food from my father and I. 100,000 yen just lying in a closet protected by a single poorly guarded key. Might not be a big deal to students with rich parents, the majority of the academy, but it was actually kind of disturbing to me. Yes, you, I wanted you to experience this with me. Exorbitant. Silhouetted by the warm glow of the spotlights, Mai smiled at me. That's such an interesting angle. Like, Mai and Hana and what she represents versus the normal boots and what they represent, both in real life and out of real life. In this case, this is kind of our first moment where we are equating the celebrity of normal boots, which we've talked a lot about the celebrity of them, at least how it pertains within this game. They're popular kids in the school, they are famous in the school. Now we are equating that directly with them being rich, them being high class, them being a wealthy class, and Hana being low class, being of working class family, and not being able to pay for a lot of the things that normally you'd want to. Borderline poverty is from what the descriptions sound like. And so seeing this is very different. That's an interesting way of classifying and further a larger disparity between Hana and the people that she now is associating with. It's actually a really interesting angle, and that's kind of cool how that's put in there now. If they follow up, if they keep continuing with this line of thought as we go through here, if that theme persists, that would be really interesting and would make a lot of sense why Hana is put so much in the spotlight of this show, of the game, right? That's kind of cool. That's kind of really cool. That smile almost made me feel okay being here without permission.